I would like to ask you about a personal thing. It's about my business. I have been listening to you for a long time, and a lot of the concepts make sense.
All of them do.
Okay. Yes. Some of them don't, maybe because I'm not there yet. But I wanted to find where I'm resisting in my path to grow my business. I feel it is improving. At the same time, I know it could be a lot faster, not because I'm rushing, but
but feel the absence of what is wanted in even that statement or that observation. In other words, what you're saying is, my business is not growing as fast as I want it to. So that's a vibrational stance that keeps replicating itself. So what are things about your business that when you speak about them, you feel none of that resistance?
Would you repeat that again?
What is it about your business that feels resistance-free?
Well, ultimately...
Not where you're going, not where you've been, things about what's happening now that feel good to you as they happen.
The things that feel good to me, you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any?
Yes, many.
What stands out the most? What do you most like about your involvement in your business? Never mind where you've been and never mind where you're going. What do you like most? Present tense. What is now that is good? Because you see, when you're on your path to something that isn't, you introduce resistance into the equation right away. So what is about your business that is now? Otherwise, we're going to have to change the subject, you see. And that's not a bad thing either. Because you've already asked and Source has already lined it up. So you could focus about other things that cause no resistance within you. But surely there are things about your business as it is, right where you stand, that hold no resistance. And you can tell which ones they are because they feel so good when you think about them.
I feel I need to add something else about it. What feels good to me is learning.
But wait, he is a good representation of the way you want to do this, isn't he? In other words, we're asking very simple things. The keys to the universe, right here. You are speaking with infinite intelligence. That's us. We know exactly where you are business-wise and exactly where you want to be. And we're wanting to evoke from you a vibration that will put you on that path. Want to do something different than that. So we get it, that you have habits of thought. This is a different approach that we're offering here. But have we convinced you yet that you create your own reality?
Yes.
Do you know that you're a vibrational being?
Yes.
Do you know that you're emitting a vibration?
Yes.
Do you know that the vibration in the moment is powerful and matters?
Yes.
Do you know that the answers to the questions cause you to emit a vibration?
Yes.
Do you believe that we would ask you a question that would evoke from you an answer that would emit a vibration that would put you well on your path? Do you believe that?
Yes.
Then answer the question.
Yep. I understand.
Don't tell us what you think we want to hear or what you think we need to know. Just tell us, what is it about your business that you love?
I love meeting and communicating with people and them allowing me to be with them on their path to well-being.
Pretty good. Tell us more.
Well, I'm a body transformation specialist. And
We didn't mean more about that. We mean more about how much you love that. More about how good that feels. More about how it feels when you connect and you know you're in the flow. How good it feels when you know you're on the wavelength and you know that something good is happening.
Well, I love when we're in a training session and they come up to me and they say, "Thank you so much, Coach." They also say, they say, "You're very wise." They say, "Thank you. I haven't seen it that way, the way you explained it."
So what is it about focusing on your own wisdom that feels so good? Focus on the word wise. What is it about that feels good?
It makes me more awakened.
So when I am wise, I know I am awakened. So they're reflecting back to me my wisdom. So which feels better to you? They're noticing you're wise or you in the moment of being awakened?
Me in the moment being awakened.
Yeah, and you often are in the moment awakened. What I love about my business is that I get in this place and things flow to me and through me. I can feel the power of it. It's as if the power of what they want and the clarity in which I stand all dovetails together. I so love this. So you hold that vibration, and everything in the world that you ever thought you needed or ever will need will flow to you endlessly. If you hold that vibration and don't introduce where it's going to come from, when it's going to be there, that's all you have to do. Is that so simple that you can't believe it? Feel what it feels like when that clarity is pouring through you, that feeling of enlightenment that's flowing through you. Don't you feel the power of that, you see? You don't question when you're in that mode, feeling that, do you? So that's the sweet spot, that's the vibrational sweet spot that allows everything in the world that you want. And all this time, you thought you needed to focus on the problem of funding, or focus on the problem of distribution, or focus on the problem of being recognized or being discovered. You thought you had to do all those things that you can't figure out how to do because the path hasn't revealed itself to you quite yet. When all you have to do is just get right on that path that you've already discovered and feel it again. That's the work. Simple as it seems, that is the work. Tracy said one day, she was in California years and years ago. Jerry and Esther were in Texas. Tracy says, I got to come and see you. I got to get my Abraham-Hicks. Esther said, what's going on? Tracy said, I've lost my mojo. I'm on my way to work and I don't feel good. When's the next meeting? I've got to come. And Esther said, why do you want to be there? What's it about the meeting that's calling you so? Tracy says, I just remember. I don't even remember what Abraham was talking about. I just remember sitting there in the meeting and feeling myself so clear, understanding what they were saying, that I just wanted to leap to my feet and shout, yes! And then Tracy said, never mind, it's back. This alignment is so easy to accomplish. All you got to do is remember feeling good and focus on that just a little bit. And in doing so, the momentum of that will reactivate. And then off you go. Because, the path is so clear to source. But you don't want the whole path downloaded to you all at once. We promise you, if Esther had known way back in 1985, when she first met us, that she would be on a stage doing this, she would have made very sure that did not happen. She was not ready for this degree of weirdness. She wasn't ready for this degree of recognition and being in the spotlight. She was not ready for anything about this. She would have made sure or done her best. Of course, the path would continue to unfold, but she would have done her best. But she liked the feeling of meditation. She liked that feeling of detachment. She liked that feeling of clarity. She liked that feeling of Jerry asking a question and Abraham explaining the answer. She liked that feeling of resonance. She liked that feeling of, oh yeah, well, these people want to know. Maybe we'll let them know too. She liked the gentle feeling of unfoldment. She could handle her path as it came to her, because your path never comes bigger than you can handle. And yet you keep wanting the bigger path. Give me the whole path. Give me the whole thing right now. Give it all to me. I want to see all the way down the road, and I want to know everywhere I'm going to go, and I want to know everything I'm going to do, and I want to know everybody I'm going to do with it. I want to know all the pieces, and I want to know it right now. And we say, no, you don't. You don't want anything like that. You want it to the degree that you can receive it now, and that is enough. And your singular work is to prepare yourself right here and now for as much as you can enjoy right here and now. And if you're not finding pleasure in the here and now, you're not doing it right. You're bringing too much of the past or trying to bring too much of the future into the now, and you're messing up your vibration. You see, you're really hearing that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because the exact work you do in this transformational work is the exact work you want to do on yourself. For that and that and that and that and that. Yeah, nice to know. Good enough?
Yes, the last thing, what would the process be? Now, I have been listening to when you say we need to ask, then source gives, and then we need to allow. And a little bit in my case, how would that process be?
Well, the allowing is what we've been talking about right here. You find something that feels good and focus there until it feels gooder.
So it's all about feeling good, and you allow the stream to go faster and faster down.
Yeah, but you don't try to be the energy in the stream. The efforting thing is what messes it up. The trying to get out ahead of it is what messes it up. This is exactly what it is. You have already asked, it's already vibrationally a reality. You don't know that it's vibrationally a reality until you realize it. You can realize it emotionally really soon. But it's going to take a little bit more for it to manifest in ways that you can spend it or sell it or live in it or whatever. So if you can satisfy yourself with the emotional reality, the what-isness of the emotion, then that vibrational allowance by you, because of law of attraction, has to attract more detail. But if you are impatient about the detail, so you don't accomplish the creating of the vibrational atmosphere, then your impatience about the detail not being there messes up the vibrational atmosphere and prevents it from happening. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
You heard it clearly,
Yes.
didn't you? So we know you are an impatient group. Esther's on the phone holding, and they say, thank you for your patience. And she says, you misunderstand completely who I am. I'm not feeling patient. They were on an airplane the other day, landed. They couldn't make the gate come out to meet the plane. The girl who was operating it did not know what she was doing. It was going up and down and over and back, and people were getting anxious about their connections. The pilot said, we thank you for your patience. And Esther said, they misunderstand us. We're not feeling patient. And yet, that is the only thing you have control over. You don't have control over whether the girl ever gets the thing to come to the gate. You don't have control over who hired her. You don't have control over whether she will ever work the gate again. The only thing you have control over is how you feel standing right here. Is this experience worth disallowing your connection to Source? Is it worth giving up the whole rest of the day's path that's already been queued up for you? Is this knee-jerk reaction to a condition you can't control really worth leaving your vibrational alignment? These are the questions that you'll be asking yourself. The answer is always no. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. No matter how big it seems, it's never worth it, because that is my singular work. Maintaining my alignment unconditionally.
So this is feeling good is letting go of resistance, basically.
Feeling good is feeling good. Feeling good is somehow, some way, feeling good. The ultimate feeling good, your question is intense and really good. Feeling good is feeling like the Source within you feels right now about the same thing that you're thinking about. Because in every moment, Source is thinking about what you're thinking about right now while you're thinking about it. And feeling good is thinking about it like Source is thinking about it. So when you're thinking about your business, Source is knowing the perfection of your business. Source is chilled out. Because Source knows the path is inevitable and it's unfolding, and you're intuitive and you're right on it, and all is well and things are always working out for you. That's what Source knows. And if you know something different from that, to the degree that you feel differently about it, Source knows perfect timing. You feel not perfect timing. Source knows all is well. You feel, easy for you to say, Source. Source knows right place, right time. You feel, how do you know? I can't tell. I'm in the right place at the right time. Source knows the perfection of where you stand. And unless you know that, then you don't feel so good. You just have to keep talking yourself into alignment. That's the work. That's the allowing. You queued that question up better than it's ever been queued up. You said, so I get it, that I'm asking and that Source answering, and that my work is putting myself in the mode of receiving. How do I do that, you say? You do that by wanting to feel good and being willing to adjust your thought to something that does feel good, no matter how far from the subject at hand the thought has to be in order to not wobble.